up, you guys? It is Mary. Welcome back to my channel, you guys. I am going to be covering another beautiful fashion show from Paris Fashion Week, and today we are going to be talking about Jean-Paul Gaultier. I hope I said that correctly. But yes, you guys, we're going to get right into it. Yes, we're going to get right into it. This collection contained about 34 to 35 looks, you guys, and really, you know, I am trying my best this Paris Fashion Week not to just review fashion shows or designers that I like, but to just kind of get to know some new designers or whatever, stuff like that. I don't think he's a new designer. I've never really have followed his collections before. You know, I follow Schiaparelli, I follow Balmain, Fendi, Gucci, Chanel, Christian Dior, designers like that, you know what I'm saying? But this is my first time seeing him. You know, I read that Doja Cat had gone to his fashion show, and you know, she went in this very interesting outfits. I was like, let me see what the collection's about. So I decided to go ahead and see what it's about, and I want to go ahead and get right into some of the aesthetics and some of the things that were going on before I give you my opinion. For his collection, he mainly had a lot of tuxedos. He had a very organized theme. He had blacks, whites, blues, greens, turquoise. He had conductor jackets. He had blue feathers. He had tailoring. He had strong construction. He had dresses with leggings, monochrome colors, yellows, blacks, blues, white, yellow, neon green. I'm sorry, there was somebody on a boda blasting his music. He ain't need to be doing that, ruining my video. But yes, he also had long flowy dresses. He had 3D feathers on dresses. He had a black hooded dress, pink dress, major cutouts. He had sparkle shorts at the back of that. You know that dress that black girl wore that had the it was like gray and sparkly. It was like a turtleneck dress, and it had a long skirt. And it seemed like it had shorts at the back. I was very shocked. I was like, oh, a skirt, are we? Is that what we're doing right now? Is that a skirt? Y'all know the short and the skirt. That's something that we usually used to wear like during school. But yes, and then he also had like this layered peplum dress. He had an orange pantsuit with a bow. He also had spiked skirts as well, and he had very slow strides for the models. Like, the models were really striding quite slow. Like, the way they were walking, to me, it seems like, look at me, I know I look good, and you should notice it too. That's how they were walking to me, honestly, which I thought it was so funny, because it's like they will walk and then they'll pose, and then they'll stop and pause, and they'll look at you, and then they'll look at the side, and then they'll look at themselves. Kind of like, it just was crazy. I was like, okay, well, let me give you a couple snaps for knowing you look good, honey. So I thought it was quite interesting. But to be honest, y'all, I thought it was a little bit all over the place. Like, am I the only one tripping? Because my thing is, it just seemed like it was really all over the place. Like, there, he had one dress that had spiked skirts. He had one orange jumpsuit that had a bow on it. And then he had one outfit that looked like it had, like, words written all over it. And then you had shorts. And then you had this one lady in these green gloves with a white jacket on, looking like she was a doctor or a gardener or maybe both. And then he had somebody else that was, he had several women in tuxedo or conductor jackets. So I'm thinking, oh, we're going to go with conductor stuff. We're going to go with tailoring. But then we see these women with these sharp bustier cups, which it really was giving me Katy Perry when she had those whipped cream nipples and all that stuff. Like, it was interesting to say the least. It was quite interesting. I was just like, it was giving me whiplash. You know, like, he had some really pretty pieces. But then he had some pieces that I was just like, I don't know where it came from. And look, y'all, I do my best to do research whenever I do review these shows so that I can give you guys context about what the fashion designer was actually thinking. I looked at his context, and, you know, really this man said, cause I don't know if Jean-Paul Gaultier had retired or not or something, but basically he said he wanted to pay homage to Gaultier, his tailoring skills. I'm so sorry if I'm saying this name wrong. I'm not French, you know, whatever. I'm trying. But he said he wanted to pay homage to the fashion house's tailoring skills, or to the actual original designer. He wanted to focus on his tailoring skills, which literally impeccable construction, very well done, very well tailored. I will give him that. He wanted to go back to the essence of his work. He wanted details to be taken in up close. He wanted to do something that was kind of like outstanding with the drama, but it has chic minimalism. Outstanding drama and chic minimalism, absolutely. I think he accomplished that for sure. And he wanted to bring the subject of haute couture back to the clothes. So I feel like he definitely did that. He really gave no context about what the theme or the concept really was. He just said he wanted to go back to tailoring. I don't really follow this designer, so I don't know if this is in their DNA. It's Friday. I guess the guy's really trying to enjoy his music, but he is ruining my video. Anyway, he's gone. But yeah, so it seemed like he really just wanted to pay homage to the original designer, and he really wanted to focus on tailoring, which I felt like he did, but some things just I felt like really did not need to be in there, like just the random colors. Like he had orange, he had pink, he had yellow, and then he had white and green, and then he had dark purple. Like, I swear I was having whiplash, and I was sitting on my bed watching the show, so there's no reason why I should be having whiplash. But it was just all quite interesting. I mean, interesting to say the least. But I'm going to go ahead and get into the individual looks before I go on a tangent. What I loved about the show is that it opened up with all of these beautifully rich, melanated black models who came in. I think he had the first 5 or 6 models were all black, which, you know, usually it's not typical to see that, so I was really happy to see that. And I thought it was interesting because they were also wearing black, and, you know, they were very they really were looking like blackberries. So I just thought it was really interesting that he decided to do that fashion choice and everything, because sometimes you want contrast, but this one really had no contrast, and I really loved that. I thought it was really beautiful, very chic. I love the tight tuxedo pants, and then I love this one fit. It looked like it really, what I wrote down in my notes was that it was giving me origami feels. You know what I'm saying? Like an origami vibe, because of the pointed bust, and it's kind of like, you know, like how you have bondage dresses where it's really like pieces of fabric that are kind of sewn together to kind of give you like this bondage look. That's what it's giving me here, but it's kind of origami instead, because it's like these layered pieces of stiff fabric, and then you have these pointy bustier cups, and then you kind of have them kind of go down in a point on the hip, which I think really adds, you know, extra hip to her, and I thought it looks really, really beautiful. I really like this look on her. But then, you know, he started to come out with these different pants, like they were green. This is where I started to get the whiplash, because first I was expecting tuxedo outfits, tailoring, and construction, which, I mean, I'm still seeing, but now I'm seeing like these really bright colors, and I'm seeing like these green pants, and I'm seeing this high-waisted, what is it, cummerbund? Is it a cummerbund? I think it is. They have this blue top here with still one with the pointy nipple thing, you know what I'm saying? And then you have these blue gloves, these light blue gloves. So I was getting a little confused. And then you have this white model come out, and she is wearing these leggings, which I really did not feel like this did her any favors, because she looks really skinny, almost to the point of anorexia. So that wasn't really good. And then you have this dress which has like this pleated aesthetic on it or whatever and stuff, like that kind of goes on the hip and kind of curves in around her legs, and then you have it kind of like on the bustier cups as well. So it kind of looks like it's just trying to give her hip, but then you have these leggings. You could really tell just how skinny she is. She just really did not really look that healthy, which was a kind of unfortunate. It kind of made me sad for her. But yeah, but I really did like this dress. I just wish it was on a model that did not look so unhealthy, you know? Because you can see the bones. Like, you can literally see her. I just saw like 1,000 birds fly from my roof, from my roof down. It was so scary. I was like, don't come for me. But no, like, I just thought he probably should have done it on another model that had a little bit more meat on her bones. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I did like the dress. I thought it was really cool, but I just felt like, you know, once again, no contrast, you know, between the models and actually what they're wearing. One dress that I really loved in this collection was this one that this Asian model was wearing. The back was out, honey. It was all out, and then it has this green lining for the skirt, and it kind of reminded me of like a Japanese style outfit a Japanese style outfit, right? And then you look at the back, and it has like this really sharp tailoring. It's kind of like a Japanese outfit with all the tailoring and construction added. Like, it just was so beautifully done. Like, if his main focus was just focused on tailoring and construction, I felt like he blew it out the park. You know what I'm saying? Especially with some of the silhouettes and stuff. Because you can tell that a lot of detail and construction went into some of these dresses. Especially this yellow one, where you have like several pleatings. Like, I did a skirt once, and I had to pleat it myself. And I'm such a perfectionist, so I mean, it was great for me, but the stress of doing that was a lot. But when you're pleating, like, it's like exact measurements, and like if one is off, you really mess up the whole entire pleated piece. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that you kind of had these like all pleated, kind of going down the arm and then down the bodice as well, I just thought it was exquisite. Like, I mean, even in some of the dresses that you think are kind of like, there's not a lot of construction, if you like zoom in or get close up, you see that a lot has gone into it, which is what I really, really loved. One thing that I was confused about was these jumpsuits that looked like they had fur or like spikes or like metal spikes on it. That I did not know how that got into the collection. Also, that doctor/gardener outfit, I don't know how that got into the collection either. I don't know how this got into the collection. Like this jumpsuit that had like the metal spikes on it. I mean, it looks good on this guy where he has the shirt and then he has the long jacket on top. But yeah, this one isn't as tailored or constructed. But I mean, obviously with the jacket you see it there, and then a little bit with the pants, but not with the shirt. But I mean, it's very interesting. I wonder how they got all that stuff on, because it almost looks like it just fringes. I don't know what you would call it. You know, like when you have one of those bottle cleaners, that's what it looks like. Those little feather like bottle cleaners that you use to like clean your glass bottles. So yeah. Let me see. I'm gonna go ahead and talk about two more. Well, three more. Let's talk about three more. But even this pink dress that he has with all these very severe cutouts, you know, you would tell that a lot of work went into this piece that kind of went across her chest and then went behind her neck and kind of came out the back like this. You can tell a lot of work went into that. Even though the dress is relatively simple, he still wanted to keep that tailored and construction feel into it. So I totally get it, and I thought this one was a really interesting piece, honestly. I'm going to try to find a closer up picture and kind of try to put it here for you guys. But I thought this was a really beautiful dress. I thought it was gorgeous. One piece I thought was very scary. It reminded me of Snow White and the Huntsman, when that woman turned into a crow to try to go and poison Snow White, and then she came back and all these crows and kind of fell down into like this black pool of ink. That's what this reminded me of, and it was kind of freaky, but I really loved this. Like, this was so cool. Like, it definitely gave me those vibes with the top, and then also with the spikes underneath. This would be a great outfit for a movie with a villain, like, you know, a Maleficent or something like that. Like, this could be something that Maleficent wears to go see her man, like, you know, before she became good. You know what I'm saying? So this one was quite nice. I really like that one. And I don't know, we're going to get into this purple piece, and then we're going to get into the final piece of the show. This purple piece, it really looked like, I don't want to say Squidward, but like just the shape of the circle, right? And then you have like this straight piece down the middle. It kind of gave me the face of like Squidward, you know, like his round head, and he had like this part where it's just like straight down. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it gave me. But it was very interesting, because I'm sure it really took, I don't know if it took that much construction or tailoring, because I'm not seeing that many seams. I think what it really probably might have taken was probably some really stiff fabrics. But there could be some construction going on the inside that I have not noticed. But yeah, final piece, I will say this one was quite interesting. I love all the scales. It looked like dragon scales. I love the headpiece on her as well. I thought it was really cute, and I do like the fact that he kind of kept it normal with the cape. Like, this piece looked quite normal. But just all the scaling and all the details that went into it, it screams haute couture, and it screams like this took a long time to create. You know, shout out to the team at Jean Paul Gaultier who did all these beautiful dresses and everything. I thought it was, these outfits, I thought it was really pretty. I liked this one. It was very well done. I thought it was tasteful. You know, usually I'm not somebody who likes the little bows there, but, you know, for the cape, but I thought it was very nice. But yeah, I'm just gonna talk about this one, this jacket. Like, I just felt like some of the models, some of the makeup, the show, I think I have made clear, it seemed like it was all over the place, which it was. But, you know, I'm not mad at it. I'm trying to get to know new designers and stuff like that, so I'm not kind of stuck in one box. But this whole, like, this jacket of, like, basically call me doctor and slash gardener was quite interesting. I mean, it looks like there was some construction and some tailoring in there, but I just felt like the collection could have done without it, because it also seemed like there's some very loose threading on there. And then the shoes with the wings at the back just was not my favorite. But yeah, you guys, that was my take on the Jean Paul Gaultier show. Comment down below, did you guys think it was all over the place like me, or were you for it? But it is Mary. I invite you guys to like, share, subscribe, and comment down below, and let me know what shows you guys want me to review. But I will see you guys later, and thanks for watching. Bye.